What's going on? My name is Anthony Baptiste, Tone Legacy on Instagram. Some of you guys know me as Glover. Just want to give you guys a little update what's been going on or how I'm even able to be talking to you right now online. So just give you a little recap. February 24th, I was arrested for operating as a major drug trafficker. August 2017, went to trial in December 2017. I was sentenced to 51 years to life. The DA and police chief in Suffolk County both went to federal prison for charges unrelated to my case. First spot I went to was in Clinton. That was on January 2nd, 2018. Then I went to Greenhaven Correctional Facility. That was in 2021 on Christmas Eve. In 2022, I believe it was April 2022, my appeal was denied, but my sentence was reduced to 25 years to life. But and then a few months later after that, I submitted a motion they called 440-20 motion, which challenged the legality of my sentence. And I submitted that motion, sent that to Suffolk County, and a judge actually granted my motion, which reduced my sentence to 15 to life. So being that it's a nonviolent drug crime, eligible for what they call a merit, and that made me eligible to do only 2/3 of my time. So from the 15 to life, 10 years is what I have to do to be able to be released on parole, if I qualify, which I'm pretty sure I should have no problem with that, God willing. All right. While I'm waiting for my merit to come up, which that parole would be February of 2025, would make it exactly 10 years. I was also granted the opportunity to be part of a temporary release program. And in temporary release program, instead of my visitors coming to see me, I get to get picked up on the weekend. So, which is why now I'm here to able to talk to you guys in the flesh, and actually in probably like 3 hours, I got to go back. So I also wanted to share with you guys, a lot of people don't know, is the major drug trafficking case that they're actually giving people, even first-time offenders like myself, life sentences. Well, I know most people are familiar with the Rockefeller laws, where people was getting 1 to life, 3 to life for, which could be considered petty drug crimes. So when they got rid of that, in the same time, they also implemented these major drug trafficking laws, which was designed for people who could be considered kingpins. Now, this is not the same rules that apply with the feds, where it comes to really interstate trafficking and a whole lot of things. So the bar to become a major drug trafficker in New York State is way lower than most people expect it to. Also, within the past year, I could say, I acquired about 4,000 pages of documents pertaining to my case through a FOIA request. For those who don't know what a FOIA request is, it stands for Freedom of Information Law. So this is something that you probably all want to know just for your personal sake. Every government organization or department, I should say, have a FOIA department where you are allowed to have access to public records. So I don't care if it's your water authority, your where you get your housing, or anything of the sort. If it's a government agency and they're giving you a hard time to get your records, ask to speak to someone in the FOIA department. And you could actually supposed to be able to go online, make a request, and they should be able to provide you whatever documents you need. So I submitted a FOIA request to the Suffolk County District Attorney Office, which is how I received these 4,000 documents. And in there, just seeing some information that was just having me scratching my head a little bit. Matter of fact, bring this up right here. Matter of fact, Marissa, you grab that file, the supplemental ex parte. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't know who you was talking to on Instagram for the past 2-3 years, Marissa, best assistant in the world. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you. But so in this file there was this motion made by ADA in Suffolk, and there's a paragraph in here that basically was saying how there was a related criminal investigation that uncovered additional information regarding a bunch of people that's not on my case. You know, it's the front of the motion right here. It's page 5 of the motion. I know it's backwards, so you guys probably can't see that. But yeah, when I put the names in online, just to look up, just see what pops up, and the article popped up, and you can see in this article that, you know, my face is not part of this lineup at all. So I'm not too sure how this case is related to mine, but hopefully we're gonna find out. You know, gonna find out. You know, hopefully there's some attorneys or organizations that want to help me find out too. I'm glad to hear from you guys. And yeah, so, you know, hopefully we get to the bottom of that. And, you know, there was a lot of questions, a lot of people I spoke to throughout the years, kind of wondering, like, how I was kind of able to hold it together and fight my case throughout the years. You know, and we'll get more detailed in the future on the topic, but all I can say, man, you know, it starts with the mindset. You know, you can't just let things beat you up. You know I'm in prison, but I'm also aware of a lot of people is out there in their own prisons, in their mind. So just you got to find out how to get centered, you know. You know, I could say right now, just advice is, you know, work on your mind, body, and soul. Each 3 parts, you know, and don't let fear take over you to the degree you can't move and do what you got to do. So yeah, that's it right now. So yeah, I'm out in the day pass. Got just a little bit, about to head out, go back to prison. You know, count my blessings, you know, still being able to be out right now. And we're working on being out completely. And talk to you guys soon. Later.